Hey, I'm Dan Fitzpatrick here at StockMarketMentor.com, and we had a really good training session this morning, and for members, about an hour long. But one thing that I didn't get a chance to do is just talk about the open trades that we have, and so I just want to do this real quick here. They're all working pretty well. We just have 3 up at one time right now. It's not a whole lot more that we're able to get good entries on. But the one that I want to talk about here is Enphase. And the reason is that, as you probably know, hopefully, last week this thing broke out above 300. This is what we were waiting for. The entry here was at 300. I had set my alert, and we got on that right away. Now, an earlier entry was down here. Be perfectly honest with you, I saw this move after it happened, and I just couldn't buy it. It was too far. It had gone up too far, and it's the weird thing about trading. If you're trading with any kind of discipline, sometimes the market just makes you feel stupid. And this is one of those times. Even if I had looked at this after the first day and went, well, shoot, man, this thing's going to the moon, bought it at $260, I'd be looking like a real champ right now. But I didn't do that. I just couldn't chase it. And I have chased stocks like this before. And sometimes I've made really good money, but most of the time I've lost. So that's why I don't do it anymore. And one of the things that you want to be mindful of is, as much as you can, learn from the mistakes of other people, because then you don't have to make them yourself. So it doesn't cost you money when other people make mistakes like it does if you make the mistakes. So this is why I'll talk a lot about mistakes that I have made so that you don't have to make them. Trust me. It's kind of ego crushing to talk about all the dumb shit you've done throughout your trading career. But frankly, and pardon me, I should have said dumb stuff. But it's kind of hard to talk about that. But it's important for me to let you know that if you're making the mistakes that I'm talking about, hey man, we've all been there. They're common mistakes. The only question is, how much in tuition are you going to pay before you learn the lesson? You don't get any degrees there's no such thing as higher education in trading. There's just essential education. So I want you to be mindful of that. Learn from your mistakes, but also learn from the mistakes of others. So here, did I make a mistake in not buying this here? No, I missed out on profits, but I just couldn't justify buying it. But then as it kind of consolidated here and started trading between 280 and about 300 or so, a little bit over 310 maybe, but it started tightening up, and you would think after this kind of move the stock would fall. You'd think it would come back down, right? Well, it never did. And so this tells you that there are buyers still for this stock at $280, $290, $300. They're still buying the stock even after this run. So you say, all right, I didn't get the first move, but I'm darn sure going to get the second one. So boom, there it is. Wait, bam, there's your 300. And now we're kind of off to the races a little bit, right? Well, no, we're still at a good entry point. So we look at the weekly chart, and so we're already in at 380. Our stop is at 285. So, and I'm almost tempted to kind of move it lower, but I'm not going to do that. You never want to move your stop lower on a trade that you're losing money on, because you're doing that for a particular reason. If you're making money on the trade, as we are on here, not a lot, but a little bit, as we're making money on the trade, then you should really feel free to adjust the stop however you want, because you're just trying to maximize the potential in the trade as opposed to avoid being wrong. And so here, I really feel like we're right on the trade. This is consolidating a bit, but check out the weekly chart. Okay. This chart, I'll pull this off of here. This looks really good after this big move like this from 220 up at one point to 325-ish. That's almost a 50% move in not too long of a time period. And now the stock's back up here. And so I'm looking at this current trading range of right here. And it looks to me like the stock's ready to make the next leg higher. That's why I'm in this stock. That's why our members, you guys should be in this stock. The others, MAXN is doing okay, not really knocking the cover off the ball, but it's working. Solar stocks are really one of the key sectors that you want to be in. Biotech actually is working as well, but for right now I'm just looking at the solar stuff. And then the other one is Sunrun. We're down. No, we're up just a little bit on that. We're up at 38.40. And this one also looks like it's ready to keep moving here on this nice turn. So anyway, guys, that's our active trade list right now. I'm looking to add more names, but as I mentioned in today's training session, and I do suggest you check it out. You can watch it fast version if you get tired of listening to me. But what you'll find is on the energy names that I'm mentioning, so many of them, I believe, are going higher. But you can't buy them right now because they're just not at good entry points. So you have to look at that, make your list, check it twice, just like kind of Santa Claus does, and wait for the stocks to be nice, because right now they're naughty, and I don't even know why I went into this Christmas theme. It's just these random thoughts go through my head. Maybe if the stock starts, if the market starts trending lower again, I'll probably start doing Halloween stuff. So anyway, that's it. I'll see you next time.